Okay, I want to show an example of a histogram like the one you want to turn in by Friday, September 29th in your communication assignment. I have copied and pasted the BMI data from the body data here. To do that, you can just go to the body data sheet, select the column that you're interested in to create your histogram, Command C for copy, then go to the worksheet you want to use and Command V for paste. I would suggest that you select your data and sort it so that it is in order. The minimum then you want to find and the maximum. Because these will determine your limits. I'm going to first determine my lower class limits, and I want to include all my data. So I'm going to start with a lower class limit of 15, and I'm going to have a class width of 10. Now my upper class limits is going to be one less than the next lower class limit. So my upper class limits are going to be 24, 34, 44, and 54. Then my class width is the difference between consecutive lower or upper class limits. So my class width is 10. For my class midpoints, I simply add my lower and my upper class limit and divide by 2. And if I pull this down, that ought to replicate that for each class. Okay, now for the class boundaries, what we want is to fill in the gaps between the classes. So we're going to take the upper class limit, the midpoint, we're going to take the midpoint between the upper class limit and the next lower class limit. A couple of those. And we also want to include a class boundary before our first lower class limit and after our last upper class limit. And notice they are also a class width apart. So the other thing that we want to do now that we have done all of this description up here is to create our histogram. So we're going to go to Data and Data Analysis Histogram. Make sure that we have Chart Output selected. Make sure that our input range is including all of our data. Our bin range should include our upper class limits, and it does. And our output range, we can just select a cell to put our graph in. And there is our histogram. It's pretty good right now. I think I want to format my axis a little bit. I noticed that my unit is counting by tens. I think I'll ask it to count by fives for my frequency. And I'll make this a little bit bigger so that it'll be easier to see. And then I will change my title to reflect the topic. And I have seen that this is right skewed data. The greatest frequency of BMI occurs in the class between 25 and 34. Some high BMIs are pulling the data to the right. That makes sense because some few people have very high BMIs. Hopefully this will help you complete your assignment, and let me know if you need help.